Hello. I was just doing an Instagram. Sorry, I'm a bit late by a few seconds. Is anyone here? I can't see if no one's here. Let me have a look. I'm just gonna maybe make it brighter. Maybe make it brighter. Too bright. I think that's what it was, but never mind. Alright, so we're doing a stream. Doing a live stream, everyone. Yeah, it's me, April. Hi. Let me just turn my Spotify down. I had it up playing a little bit, but just turn it down. I've actually got a really bad headache right now. I just took some paracetamol and putting off taking some, hoping it would go away and just like chugging water like my life depended on it. But it was still hanging around. I think it's the weather, like the low pressure, you know how it is. So hopefully that kicks in a minute. But I had on the song when I started stream, you know, like with the intro, and it was like really beaty, and every time I went like it made me made my head hurt. So but yeah, hi everyone. Hi Gaiake. I'm probably gonna say everyone's name wrong, I'm sorry. Hi Shoko. Oh my gosh, have you seen what's that cartoon, the one by The Simpsons, but it's Disenchanted, and all the elves are called different names, and one of the elves is called Shoko because he's always shocked. He's my favorite character. Hi Renee. Hi Jessica. Hi Christian. Hi Crocs. Hi Asana, and hi Samantha, and hi everyone working and lurking. I just went through my Instagram. If you guys let me know quickly in the chat, I thought I would do like a quick prompt, maybe for like 5 minutes per prompt, just to kind of get it going. So and then we're gonna finish. So that's the plan. I put on Instagram earlier, guys. I almost didn't do the stream. I was going to cancel, but I talked myself into it because I didn't want to cancel, because as you guys know, I'm trying to do a stream every week this year, and so far I've only missed one when I went away with Artie and Mandy. So I have this one page of my sketchbook left, which I want to finish tonight with you guys. But then before then, we're going to do some warm-ups, and I thought we'd just do one spread of warm-ups with some prompts. So I have some prompts in here, but if you have any ideas just while we're warming up, just while we're chatting, type them in the chat, and I've got some spare paper here. I can add them to the prompt list if you have any. Something easy. Hope the head feels better. Thanks. I have another pint of water here, so I'm gonna start the first prompt, okay? Yalika, I hope I'm saying that right. Hi from the French Alps. Very nice. I don't know if I've been to the French Alps. I don't think I have. I haven't. I know I haven't. I've been to the Pyrenees, which is different. A bit smaller, I think. Okay, so there's some random prompts in here. I'll just kind of give you some like ideas of what the prompts are, just so you know they're not all the same, and they don't all say like pigeon, 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 which is what I was very tempted to do, but I didn't. So some of them, I put like 4 or 5 of them that are mine. Is that gonna... I don't know if I have autofocus on. Maybe if I hold it closer. No, it's not working. So that says plant pot. Then we got moon, stamps, rainbow, polar bear, mice playing musical instruments, things like that. A bridge. So yeah, let's just start. So you know, this is a brand new hot chocolate pot. Just finished last week. I actually hate hot chocolate. I know that's really I don't think it's that controversial, but I really don't like hot chocolate. Martin loves it. He goes through it. He has like maybe like 1 a day, if sometimes, you know, sometimes less, but 1 a day is his little evening treat. Okay, so we're gonna do this one. Guinea pig. We're guinea pig. That's a cute little one to start with. And I have Pinterest up here just to kind of get some inspo, because I actually was gonna do draw from memory. But I don't think I'll do that tonight just because I don't want to. But that is what I want to do next month. Maybe we can draw from memory, which I think will be so cute. So, because then we can, like, say for example, guinea pig, I would draw the guinea pig without looking, and then we would look online at the guinea pig and see how badly I drew it. So yeah, let's do a little guinea pig. Let's do this one here because he looks like the guinea pig that Martin used to have. I think his name was Binks. He was really cute. Martin had 2 guinea pigs when I met him, but they've sadly passed now because, you know, guinea pigs, they don't live very long. Should we do a timer? Let's do 5 minutes. I just want to do like quick ones tonight, like bam, 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 bam. So I think if we just do a timer, that'll be good. Now it might not work because I also have to chat with you guys and read your chat, but we're gonna try. We're gonna go for it anyway. So 5 minutes on the timer. Pop it up here so you guys know I'm not cheating. Hopefully I paint along. Lovely. Barika, what a nice name. I've got my... It's going well, isn't it? Maybe I should do a timer. We'll do a timer for the first one and see how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to use some markers just for the first one. And then we're going to use some watercolor pencils when we do the sketchbook page. I thought that would be fun. Hi Reb, hello from Norway. Lovely, I'd love to go to Norway. That's on my to-go list. Hi from India, so many people. Where's everyone else from? We have so far Norway, the French Alps, India, which is maybe the furthest so far. Let's do this. Let's just do a little eye like that. And do his little nose. I think, oh, you know what the problem with guinea pigs is? They're like those animals that they don't have both their eyes, so I'm gonna have to give him another. I know that this is wrong, like you don't see that other eye, but it's just how I have to do it, you know, guys. Oh, Hastings, so cool. You know what? I really want to go to Hastings. I've never been, and do you guys know Franard? When Franard used to live in Hastings, I only lived, well, not down the road. I lived, you know, a couple hours away, but I really wanted to go to Hastings and, like, I guess, I mean, let's say I want a stalk, just a little bit, some light stalking just to see if I could meet Franard, but I never got there. Okay, this is not working out well. I don't think I should do a timer because I can't do the timer and chat, and it's freaking me out, and the eye's on the wrong, I don't like it, guys. It's all going wrong. This is just a warm-up, okay? Hi, Helen. Oh, Nova Scotia. That's cool. Lucia from Spain. From all over the place. It's very cool. Yeah, I'm not going to do a timer. Let's turn it off because I'm getting a bit freaked out with it. Pink pony sitting in a tree playing a banjo. That is not simple. Guys, remember when I said simple? That is an example. Thank you very much, Julie, of giving us an example of something that isn't simple, so we know not what not to do, and now we do know what to do. Like, just simple one word. Very imaginative though, Julie. I do enjoy the imagination. Okay, so this guinea pig didn't turn out exactly how I was hoping, which is a shame, but at the end of the day, like, what you gonna do, you know? The first sketch of the night, you gotta start somewhere. Hi, Diane. So glad I didn't miss you. Well, you made it and you're pretty much on time. Okay, we have Anne giving us some French. Very nice. I'm not even gonna try that because I will butcher it. Amsterdam, Wisconsin, Germany. A very international group here tonight. And is everyone gonna draw along, or like, what are you guys doing? Who's just gonna chat? Who's gonna draw? Who's washing the dog? Tell me all the deets of what you guys are up to. Okay, I think that's all we'll do for guinea pig because I want to get through quite a lot. So, just for Julie, I'm gonna write pink pony and pop it into the prompt list. I don't have my glue with me. My glue's downstairs, which is a shame because otherwise I would write. I like to stick the prompts in when we do these, so I have to stick them in afterwards. But when we do like a prompt thing, I like to stick them in. So, one, I know what I drew, and two, I don't know. I think it's kind of fun, like a fun little memory. Oh, that's the time we did all those prompts. I have 2 hairless guinea pigs. Skinny pigs. We're in Manchester, but I'm drawn along. I've never seen a hairless guinea pig, you know. Yeah, Martin had one that looked like this, and then he had one that was all grey, and it was kind of, it didn't have the stars in the fur. It was kind of more coarse, shorter hair. I forgot their name, his name though. Okay, this one here, I thought was a kind of a strange prompt. If you did the prompt, don't worry, I don't think you're strange. But I think this prompt's a bit, oh, time's off, guys. That was the timer going off. Stop the guinea pig. I'm just joking, we don't have to worry about that. How do I do this? Let's zoom in a bit. I don't know what I have it on tonight. I don't know like what the camera settings are. So bridge, okay. Crocs, how do you get that little how do you guys get that little crown next to your name? What is that? What is that crown? In bed because I'm lazy. Oh, I would be in bed too, honestly, if I wasn't doing this. Liz has just finished giving my cat a bath. Thought I was gonna miss the start of the live. Oh, how did your cat enjoy the bath? Okay, let's try and find a cute little bridge. I think it'll be nice to have like a cute little stone bridge. And maybe we can draw something on top of it. Stone bridge. Like a little English bridge is what I'm thinking. Yeah, something like Studio Ghibli style, but we're not AI, so we don't need to copy him. Maybe something like this with the girl on top. It's kind of cool. No, this one here. Oh, I love it. Oh, Julie's from Hull. That's where Martin's brother lives. Maybe you know him. You probably don't. I think it's quite a big town. Lucia's chilling after work. Hi Samantha, happy Thursday. It is, sure is Thursday today. Oh, Tatiana, preparing for my interview in 1.5 hours. Good luck. Hope you do well. Interviews always freak me out as well. I find the best thing with interviews is to go in there not wanting the job, which as someone who doesn't want to work, I go into every interview not wanting the job. And it's worked for me so far, although I have heard right now the job market isn't very good and people are struggling to find jobs, so I wish you good luck. Okay, so we're gonna draw this little bridge and then maybe whatever the next, like we'll find a prompt that kind of fits, that we can kind of like fit in 2 prompts in one maybe. Could be kind of fun. We all need this crown because we're all queens. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It kind of is like maybe a comment, like comment. You earn XP by commenting. We should look it up. Should we look it up? We'll do it in a second. We'll do it after this prompt. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, people are adding things all the time to apps, you know. This is putting me in an autumn vibe. And I want autumn. Gotta get through summer first. Well, gotta get to summer first. I don't know about anyone else, but the weather has completely gone south. It has been raining for the last 5 days. And I'm really sad because it's my birthday in 2 weeks. And I have the whole week off. And Martin's got a couple of days off. And we were gonna go stay somewhere, maybe like North Lake District area. And do some paddleboarding and just like having a nice like long weekend stay, and maybe do some swimming and stuff because the weather's been so nice. Like do some wild swimming, do a hike, just because like do outdoorsy stuff. And now it's gonna be raining, so it's gonna be that horrible combination of warm and wet, which is the worst combination. It's my very least favorite combination of weather. So now I don't know what to do. Google says the crown is based off your engagement in live chats. That's very cool. I mean, it's kind of cool. Like I love when you guys chat with me because, as you know, I hate silence. So when you guys are chatting, it gives me something to read and something to talk about, which I love. So I love that it's doing that because then maybe you guys are like, oh, I want to be first, talk more. But at the same time, like, don't feel pressured to talk, guys. If you don't want to, if you just want to watch or, you know, just chill out. Don't worry about it, because I know sometimes when you're drawing, to stop and keep typing all the time is really annoying. When I used to watch live streams, I would be drawing along and I'd want to chat, but at the same time, like, don't want to put down everything and get out the zone and get the keyboard out or whatever. But yeah, I do love when you guys are all chatty. It's very nice. It makes the live stream really nice. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what we're doing here. I'm just kind of filling in. I don't want to do like a whole scene. Just, I don't know. It just felt weird to draw a bridge on its own. I have a June birthday too. Very nice, Diane. When's your birthday? Mine's the 9th, if anyone wants to send me birthday presents. No, I don't need birthday presents, but birthday wishes. I always make my day. I always make my birthday such a big thing anyway. I'm definitely a birthday person. You know, like some people, they don't care about their birthday. They're just, oh, it's just another day. And don't worry about celebrating. No, I'm the opposite. I'm like, yes, this day is all about me. We're going to do what I want. I basically make the entire week about me. Like, I have a birthday week. And for the last few years, since I've had like a industry corporate job, I've taken a whole, like, I've tried to take at least a week off for my birthday. Sometimes I can't get a whole week, but like back when I used to work in, you know, like retail or in service, like in pubs and restaurants and things, it was very difficult to get your birthday off, especially like not even a day, let alone a week. So now I'm like, yes, a whole week off. I said to my boss last year that I'm gonna keep getting more and more off each year, so eventually it'll be like I'm having a month off, but I don't think I'm allowed to have a whole month off, so that's just a dream. I'm gonna keep dreaming for now, and a week will have to do. I'm not sure what the end goal is. I don't know if there's a goal. I think probably you just shuffle around, and it's probably just to encourage people to chat more. I don't know if it gives you anything. I'm drawing but only in biro. Last week I watched all the video. No, I look forward to it every week. You and your art are amazing. Thank you. Last week I watched all the video. Do you mean the live stream video? Guys, I haven't done an actual YouTube video for so long. I feel so bad. I keep saying I'm going to catch up every weekend and that I'm going to do it, because during the week I just get so busy, and I can edit. It's fine. I can edit in the week, but I feel I don't have any, what's the word? I don't have any energy or motivation to film in the week, like film my face and film like holding sketchbooks up and talking to the camera, and I just don't have, like, after work I just don't want to do anything. Before work I feel too tired and just kind of, you know, not awake. So editing for me is easy because I can just sit at the computer and edit, but I've got 3 videos right now and they all require talking to the camera and going through sketchbooks and things, and I just haven't had the energy or the motivation to do it. So yeah, basically I'm kind of stalled on YouTube videos right now. I don't want to film anything else because I've got so much to edit anyway. But I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the live streams. I do feel bad that I haven't done a video for a while, but like they are coming, I promise. I have a whole bunch that are like half done. Okay, so I think this bridge is good enough. Let's see what the next one's going to be, and maybe we can pop something on top of the bridge as we go down the line. So I don't think I can, I'll just keep these here so I don't lose them. Guinea pig and bridge. Okay. You could ask for your time off at different times. Ask for the first week of June and December. Ask for the first week of June and December. Ask the second week of June and January. Hope they don't notice. They will notice. I didn't try to do that, but I did try and do something similar where I had booked like a week and a half off for my, let's move on to the next one so we're not just chatting. I booked a week and a half off in September because my aunt's coming to stay from South Africa. She's coming to England for like 3 weeks. She's gonna come up here and visit us. Postbox. I can't do a postbox on the bridge, so I'll do that on the other page. And so my aunt's gonna come to stay with me, which would be really nice. and we're going to take her out and stuff. But then we found out that Martin had this away, what am I doing, post box. Cute. Martin has his work do this away day thing every year, and they do it in different places. And this year it's in Portugal, which I really want to go to. I've never been before, and it's a week before I have my holiday off. So we were like, oh, I could take that week off too, and then we could have like 2.5 weeks holiday, and it would be awesome because I'd do all these different things. But they wouldn't. My boss wouldn't let me have it off. So sad. Postbox cute photo. That's what I was trying to think of. But it's fine because it's in August, and I think honestly I would die if I had to go to the if I had to go to the post box in August. I would die if I had to go to Portugal in August, like literally. I think it's the hottest month, and I honestly can't survive 18 degrees in the UK. Let's do this little girl. She's so cute. My birthday was this Tuesday, and it was a regular day for me. Did you get any presents though? Presents, I mean, I know people are like, oh, I don't need a present. It's not just about presents, you know, it's about spending time with the ones you love. No, I'm sorry, but birthday presents are the best presents. Do you know why I love my birthday so much opposed to other holidays? Because other holidays are great and all. Christmas, whatever, Easter, it's all about the chocolate, you know. But my birthday is for me. It's like literally a celebration of me being alive. And I'm here for it. Like, celebrate me, you know? I'm happy for you guys to do that. So, yeah, that's why. I don't know if I sound like an absolutely egotistical maniac, but I'm fine with that. I'm fine. Oh, yes, happy birthday, Liz. Yeah, I was meant to say that as well. I forgot. It's all about, it's the April show, guys. You know me. I hope you had a nice day. Okay. I was meant to post a YouTube video this week. It'll be second week in June as my daughter is in half term this week. Yes, the kids are off this week, aren't they? I think probably in most parts of the country they're off. I know that it's different in different places, but it has been hectic. I haven't actually left the house at all this week apart from to go to the supermarket, but the supermarket was hectic. So where's my safe? There it is. Yeah, I went to the supermarket, and it was one of the aisles was so busy, and I got a bit flustered, and I didn't even get what I went there for. I got something completely different. I just picked it off the shelf because I was like, just get me out of here. I got home and realized it was the wrong thing. Oh, never mind. How's the light, guys? Is it bright enough? I was just doing this today, actually, posting a letter. I mean, I could reach the box a little bit better than this girl. But I did. I walked to the post box, and it was very wet, and I was trying to protect the orders with my body, bodyguarding them, which I didn't do a very good job at, to be honest. But hopefully nothing's too soggy. I like this dress. It's got buttons on the back. Kind of looks backwards. And then we're going to draw the envelope in a different colour. Oh, it's not even an envelope. It's just a piece of random paper. Okay, we're going to draw an envelope. We're not going to put some random paper in the... Guys, don't put junk in letter boxes, okay? They're not rubbish bins. I saw this TikTok. I saw this video on TikTok about everyone put in rubbish in New York in the mailboxes because the city had like removed the mailboxes. Anyone that lives in New York, let me know if this is true. But yeah, it was just like all these mailboxes piled up high with rubbish. Which, if that is true and the city removed all the rubbish bins, sucks. But at the same time, like, don't take it out on the postal workers. Not their fault, you know. Alright, so I think this is definitely an old school post box. with this kind of shape. I don't think many of this would exist these days. Light is good. Oh, good. You just scroll past the pic I have saved that has Hastings on the signpost. Is that synchronicity or creepy? I think that's probably just Pinterest. But yeah, we can go back and have a look if you want. I was going to pull out the red pastel. That could be nice. Sometimes I don't like using pastel in my sketchbook because it's just a bit messy. But other times I don't care and I just go for it. So I only want to do this one page, so maybe we'll do like 2 or 3 more. And then we'll move on to finishing my other sketchbook page. And then I'll have a whole sketchbook finished and I can do a sketchbook tour, which will be fun because they're very, very easy to film. Guys, can you believe it's almost June? In like a couple of days. Halfway through the year, isn't that crazy? Or is it halfway through the year in January? Not January, July. I always forget because technically June is the 6th month, right? Alright, so we've almost finished the post box. Bit of a strange post box, but we won't hold that against him. It doesn't say post on it. This is my black pencil, it's almost finished. It's going strong though. I think it's black. Actually no, it's dark indigo, which I love. It's basically black. One of my favorite colors. So let's see what's next. Who's drawing along, by the way? Who's copying? A happy sun. A happy sun. That's one I put in myself just because I wanted to draw a sun. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that though. It's my live stream, so I can basically do what I want. So we're just gonna draw a happy sun. Should we draw it in neon? Guys, I haven't used my neon for weeks since I did all those neon. My neon's all the way over there, I can't be bothered. Since I did all those neon experiments, and I haven't got the video out yet, I know, but I haven't used neon for ages. And someone sent me these neon paints by Schminke. I don't know if anyone's seen them. Someone sent them to me on Instagram. And then also, I think I saw them again, like they just came out because I guess I follow whoever was doing that, like Schminke or Casa or whoever. And it came up again and I thought, oh, they do look pretty cool. And it is my birthday soon. So I sent them to Martin with a very, very strong suggestion to get them as a birthday present. But then I was thinking about it and I was like, I just did this whole neon video and like I have so much neon. And basically, I realized that all the same color, like there's a little bit of variation, you know, in them, but pretty much they're the same color. And I was like, do I need more neon? So then I messaged him again and I said, yeah, we live in the same house, but I was downstairs, he was upstairs. I messaged him again and I was like, don't worry about it, I don't want them anymore. Don't want any more neon. And you know what? I think, guys, that's growth. That's maturity. So I did it. I have actually leveled up as a human. Ta-da! He's a very happy son. I'm trying to draw along because, you know, I hope that I'm probably going through these way too fast. If you're trying to draw along, I do apologize, but just use them as an exercise in like loosening up. All right, here we go. Oops. Oh, I guess this is what I'm doing. It fell out, didn't it? Oh, it's blank. No. Scissors. Okay. And look, I have a lovely pair of scissors to model here. Let's put some scissors on the Pinterest, just in case anyone pops into the stream and is wondering why there's some... What scissors? let's pop some scissors in here. There's probably like a lot better scissors than the ones I'm gonna draw. Yeah. Oh, these ones are nice. I always like these ones that kind of like wibbly wobbly. They're cool. So excited for the neon video. Thank you. I know I did, if anyone was here at stream last week, I did give everyone an update saying all I have to do is the intro, the outro, go through it, like go through the products a little bit better, because I kind of just filmed myself a whole bunch and then did voiceover. And just to give you another update, I haven't done anything to it, so I still have to do all of that. But you know, it is what it is. Okay, shall I do the scissors blind contour? That's always fun to do. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to look at the screen, not the page. It's difficult because I can see my sketchbook if I look up at the corner of my, but I'm going to try very hard not to. We're going to do a blind contour, which I love doing. So you just don't look at the page, and you can take your pencil off, but it's quite difficult because you don't know where you put it. So you have to kind of hope for the best, like this, and then kind of like hope that you got it right, like this. And then we look. Oh, it is a thing of beauty. I love blind contour so much. It's so fun. Okay, let's do another one. I almost put your name in the jar and then promptly forgot. Put your name? Whose name? My name? You almost put April in the jar. Let's not do that one. Let's do another one. My drawing isn't going great. Oh, don't worry. We all have those days. Look at this one. I mean, look at this guinea pig. Actually, it's kind of cute, actually. Forget the guinea pig. I did really good on the guinea pig. You gotta have self-confidence, guys. And if you don't have self-confidence, you just have to be a little bit delusional. And we can get through it. I think Judy's gonna be happy because look what I just picked out. A pink pony. So we're gonna pop the pink pony on the bridge. And I'm just gonna write pony, not pink pony, because we all know what the Pink Pony Club's about, and I don't want to get any not safe for work. So we're just popping pony. Oh, the ponies are so cute. This little emo pony. Let's do, I want to do one like in the side profile. So let's do this little guy. He's like running across the bridge. I think he'll be very cute. I'm very thirsty. Pink Pony Bridge. I'm not gonna sing, don't worry. Apart from just that one sentence I sang. Pink Pony Bridge. Okay, how big is this pony gonna be? Should we do him or her in pink? Yes. Let's pick the right pink though, because if you guys have these Ecoline brush pens, the pinks always confuse me. There's one pink that I really don't like. I think it's that one because it's purpley. And there's one pink that I really like. These two are basically the same pinks. This is the one I don't like. Look at this. This is false advertising, okay? Because look at this beautiful shade of pink, and then look at the pink you get, which is purple. Disgusting. All right, let's do a little pony. So I'm probably gonna ruin the bridge. Let's do it. Let's do her in pale pink. I'm just a little bit concerned that we're gonna ruin the bridge. Okay, so the pink pony is, she's just gonna be a little blob of a pony, I think, like this. Little stubby legs. Sorry, pony. Little stubby pony legs, and little tail. Perfect. The pony is so adorable. I know. I'm not going to do him or her justice at all. I think he's a boy. To me, all animals are boys. I think I've said it before. All birds are boys as well. Even if they are not, they are to me. I just call everything a him. It's just a lot easier. I've lost all my pinks, my pink pencils. I'll do a deep dive for the pinks. I got this one here. Kind of like a dusky pink. That one's quite a nice one. I don't know if it's dark enough though. So I got a backup of a red, and also trusty black. Can't go wrong. Good evening, lady laddie. Do you get that confused all the time? I I don't think I've seen you in chat for a while. Alright. Guys, we're doing prompts if you just came in late. Hi Katie, I'm glad that you could join us tonight, Katie. Yeah, I'm just drawing some prompts. So we're doing a pink pony and we're drawing him on a bridge right now from a different prompt. And we're just basically filling up the sketchbook. So I'm only going to do a couple of more. I kind of wanted to do this until 8 at the latest so that we could have a good hour. Okay, now this is where I need to like zoom in. Unfortunately, that doesn't work. So I'm just going to have to kind of like get real close to the please ignore me while I get really close to the page. Because I'm drawing with like the tiniest pencil. Oops. On a tiny piece of paper, and I've lost my piece of. Make sure I remember why I'm drawing pink pony. Okay. Okay, so there's little feet like this. Just like I feel like one of those. What are those things that pop up from the ground? Whack-a-mole, like a whack-a-mole. And he's actually on the bridge, like he's on the wall actually, that's what he's doing. And let's just do a little bit of shading because we are artists after all, so we got to get the shading down. And let's give him a little nose and 2 little nostrils. Looks kind of like a little bit like a pig, but that's fine. And maybe some like, I don't know, lines for the tail. There we go. Pink pony. Pink pony bridge. We are all dancing over the pink pony bridge. Okay, I won't quit my day job just yet to become a singer, even though I do have a voice of an angel. Alright, let's move on. Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's see if we can zoom out the right way, not the wrong way. Clangers. I don't know what that means. Need something to brighten up this rainy grey day. It's pretty much been raining every day for the past 2 weeks. Katie, I feel you. It's been raining here for like 5 days, which isn't exactly 2 weeks, but trust me, it feels that way. Okay, we got a big fat one here. I don't know what this is gonna be. Mice and musical instruments. So this is gonna be a fun one. So maybe I'll just draw 2 mice. We'll just look at some mice for inspiration. And then you guys can tell me some musical instruments to draw. What do you think? Look at this one. He could be playing a little flute or something, or clarinet, or a saxophone. I don't think he'll be playing a saxophone. He doesn't have the right posture for one who's playing a saxophone. But we'll start him. I think yeah, I was gonna just do line, but let's make a shape with him. I think these will be the last ones, guys. So a triangle, yes. Oh, and a trumpet. Okay, I love the triangle idea. That's a really funny idea. I remember that reminds me of like going to like primary school. Triangles. Mice is so cute. We had a mouse. We had a couple of mice in our first house when we first moved to near this area in the Lake District. We lived in like this really old cottage, and we had mice. I think they came after we had this huge storm, and the power was off for a week. And it was so bad that Martin and I had to go into town, which is Kendall, which is where I am now, for like 4 days and stay in a motel because I had a huge deadline at work, like a really big deadline at work that I've been working on for weeks and weeks. And this was the final week I had to get it done, and the power went out because we had a huge storm. And so we had to go sit in this hotel, and it was just this tiny little desk that Martin and I sat at next to each other, like on our laptops. And normally I have 2 monitors, my keyboard, my mouse, like everything, because I have to have quite a big, you know, a lot of screen space. And so it was very difficult. And then the power finally eventually came on, and we went back home, and I the mice had moved in to our couch and had basically eaten away at the couch, and after that we had mice in the house. So we spent so long trying to catch them, but they're clever. And I had this little camera, like a wildlife camera that we set up, and we would catch the mice at night time. Like sometimes they would walk into the trap to like get the, I think it was peanut butter that we left for them, and then they would back out of it. And one time he climbed on top of the trap and stuck his head in to get it. They were very, very clever. So we eventually we caught them. I don't even know how. We caught one, and it was like one of the humane traps where they basically just walk in, they can't get out. And then we drove them like a mile away. We drove them a mile away. We called him Jerry. I don't know if we split up a family or anything. I don't want to think about it. We just didn't want to kill them, and obviously we don't want mice in the house eating up the furniture, because they were going through the couch like it wasn't all you can eat buffet. So we drove them out to the forest and we released Jerry in the forest. And then about a week later, we caught another one, and I think we called her like Jeremiah or something. We pretended that they were married. So we took them to the same place and released the other mouse. And we never heard mouse or saw mouse again after that. So maybe it was just a couple. I do hope that they lived, you know, a nice foresty life in the forest, but they probably got eaten by a hawk, let's be honest. The animal world is a cruel world. Alright, I see some votes for accordion, which I love. It'd be very funny to see a mouse playing an accordion. So I actually have to, on here, let's just copy this, and we'll paste it in here. Paste. And go. It's just so I can get to the right, and then we'll type in accordion, because I know what accordion looks like, but just get it right, you know. Okay. Oh, it's like this. Okay. I don't know why, but in my head it was like the cartoony, like a really big cartoony one. But okay, that would be really fun. So now we're gonna draw the accordion on top of the mouse, like this, and we're gonna. Okay. So I wanted to kind of go like this. I don't know if this is gonna look like an accordion, but we're doing our best, okay? This is the first time I've ever drawn an accordion before. And the first time I've ever drawn a mouse playing a musical instrument. So, okay. And then his little mousey fingers. He's got a very long arm. He has an extremely long arm for a mouse. You can't even see his fingers are just a smear, but that's fine. I think it'd be so fun to do a band of mice playing instruments, actually. Okay, back to the mouse. So we can get his facial expression right. Because as you guys know, I go for super realism all the time. Okay, perfect. What do mice's, like, I can see the mouse's nose there, but what really does the mouse's nose look like? Is it a little dot? I feel like it's a little dot, like a little pointy. I feel like it'd be like this, right? Okay, that doesn't look like, okay, that's fine. I'm happy with that. So cute, pony, thank you. It's the first time of my life I tried to draw along during a live drawing session. What a challenge. I'd like to see everyone's pink ponies. My one is so chunky. Yes, pink ponies would be great to see. If anyone wants to share, tag me, and after this I'll share them in my stories. Because it's always fun to see what you guys do in drawing sessions. Yeah, it's very challenging to draw. I mean, this isn't really a drawing session. This is just me drawing, and you guys can draw along if you want to. Like, it's not like a traditional drawing session, you know, where there's like chosen references and time limits and stuff, and any sort of instruction. It's just basically just me practicing my stand-up routine, and you know, you guys keeping me company. So yeah, if you want to draw along, go for it, but don't worry, like if you have really bad, like I make bad drawings during live stream. I think a lot of my drawings don't turn out very well, which I'm fine with. Let's draw the little pink tail. It's not pink, it's grey, but in imagination it's pink. I love him. Now, do mice they have whiskers? For sure. But do they have teeth? They have little sharp teeth, don't they? So they can eat the cheese. Okay, I don't know if I did the mouse's nose a bit weird there. It doesn't really look, I kind of went from looking cute to looking like a little bit creepy. But I don't think we can fit on another mouse here. I think, unfortunately, that's all we can fit in. But maybe we can squeeze in one more, like, here. We'll see what other ones pop up. Okay. Clangers are pink mice from a 70s kids show who live on the moon. I don't think I've ever heard of that, you know? Let's have a look, see if Pinterest knows what it is. Clangers. Mice. Maybe I shouldn't have put mice in there. Maybe I should put into Clangers TV show. See, oh, here we go. They look like anteaters almost. They are mice though, aren't they? That's cool. I've never heard that. They're very cute though. Alright, cool. Let's do one more. Do one more. Oh, pigeon! Yay! Look, I put this in myself. I was hoping we would get a pigeon. But we can do these, maybe keep these for next time, and every time I do one of these prompts, I'll ask like on Instagram and we'll just keep adding to them. I think that'd be fun. Okay, let's just do a little pigeon. Pigeons are so cute. Always a good day when we can draw a pigeon. We'll just write pigeon, we'll write pigeon and hope for the best. Okay, so I want one that kind of fits into this gap here. So maybe like this little pigeon here. And this will be the last one, which I think will take us perfectly up to 8 o'clock. I really did like that mice. I really want to just draw a whole bunch of mice now playing musical instruments. I actually had this idea ages and ages ago to draw. I had a drawing of a bridge, and it's in one of my old, let me show you actually, it'll be easier to see. This is from Sketchbook 41. Let's see when I did this. I forgot the date in here. 15th of July 2022 to October 2022. And I went through this like really weird period of doing lots of, I don't know, I really enjoyed it. It was kind of different for me. But yeah, I really liked it. And I did a few with this color palette, this green and yellow, green and orange color palette, which I really loved. And I did this bridge, which if anyone's ever been to Kendall or lives in Kendall, it's a bridge in Kendall. And this building here is actually the art shop in Kendall. So I did this bridge, and at the time, I really loved this bridge, but I thought all of my pictures, they were like missing life. Like they were just buildings, but they didn't have any life. Like it's just like an empty town. So I thought of going back and adding characters in it, maybe digitally. And I really wanted to have a band of characters walking over the bridge, playing musical instruments, kind of like an animal band. I thought that would be really cool. So one day maybe I'll have to redraw it again because I don't draw like that anymore. That was like 3 years ago now. What was I doing? I love your mouse. Thank you. I love him too. His nose is kind of funny. I love the band idea. Thanks, Katie. Yeah, I've had that idea for ages. I've had this idea for ages to go through my old art. And I want to do a series. I just have so many ideas. I just don't have time to do any of them. But I had this series idea, this YouTube, or like this illustration idea, where I wanted to go through and I wanted to like, I was going to call it storify my illustrations, which doesn't really make any sense. But basically I wanted to like go through and add life to my older art. Kind of like, so I have so many pictures of so many building and landscape drawings that just don't have any people or any life in them, and kind of go through and like add characters to them digitally. But I mean, now I probably would just go back and try and redraw some or draw new ones, because I think that would be more, it would be less work than going through and like trying to digitally add to things, especially now because a lot of my work is very different style. Such a fun live today. I'm glad you're having fun, Diane. Wish I could stay to the end. I gotta run some errands. No worries. The catch up will be up right after anyway, so you can always watch later. But you got the good part anyway, which was all the prompts. Good. I totally understand having too many ideas and not enough time to do them. It's not the worst problem to have. Like, I guess the worst problem would be to have all the time in the world but have no ideas. I don't know what would be more frustrating, actually. Sometimes I think being busy helps you come up with ideas, and also work, like, gives you more motivation to work because you have so little time. But then also I think it's really easy to get burnt out, and yeah, I don't want to get burnt out. That's happened to me before and it's not fun. Love that sketch of Kendall. Please do a zine book of your sketchbooks. I really would love to, Helen. It's on my list. Trust me. I've had an idea for a while to do art. I actually had it on my my list of things to do this year, but I'm just not going to be able to do it because basically I want to do like a proper book, like a real art book, not just like a zine or something, like a nice bound one, like really nice quality. But those are going to be expensive, so either I have to do maybe like a pre-sale or do a Kickstarter, and I've seen other people be really successful with Kickstarters for things like that, so I'm very tempted to do one. I just know it'll be a lot of work and I just don't have you guys know what I'm gonna say. Alright, so there we go, we finished the pigeon. I unfortunately don't have my glue upstairs, so I'm gonna have to glue all of these in later, but I've saved them all here. So I'll pop this very carefully somewhere so I don't lose them. I'll pop them just on the side here. I'm sure that'll be fine on the side. Okay, so here's all the doodles. Zoom out so you can see them. So we didn't completely fill up the page, but I think we did pretty well. We have a guinea pig, a bridge, a pink pony, a post box, happy sun, a pigeon, some scissors, and a mouse playing a musical instrument. Yes. I'd buy it in a heartbeat, like Emma Carlisle. Yeah, kind of like Emma Carlisle. I don't know what I would do though. I don't know if I would like make several smaller ones, like landscapes, animals, whatever, or if I would do like volume 1, like Monkey Mintaka volume 1, and it's maybe like for the last 5 years, you know, and you can see like the progress. And I want it to be really, I would love to have like behind the scenes like sketches or swatches, or maybe even some like handwritten like thoughts about what I was doing or why, I don't know. It's just like an idea right now, so. But yeah, Emma Carlisle has a lot of really cool books. Her books are like properly, like really, you know, hardback, and they look really nice. Something similar. These were great. I didn't get a chance to draw, but it was fun to watch and listen. Okay. Shall we move on to this? So I'll show you what I've been doing the last couple of days. I think, yeah, I don't want to, I have like all these notes here that, they're not private or anything. I'd rather keep them to myself for now. They're like business notes. But yeah, basically I've been drawing for the last couple of days, non-stop. No, it took me 48 hours to draw. No, it didn't. I've just really been wanting to draw lately. Like, I've been really enjoying drawing, and which sounds so weird coming from someone who, you know, does art stuff, but I've just been really enjoying it. And I've been doing these things where I draw a character and then I redraw that character from the sketch, which I've done before on Patreon, if you guys saw on my Patreon. And I'm going to share like I took heaps of process photos, so I'm going to share that later on my Patreon. But basically I have been using, and the reason I did this is because I don't know if we spoke about this on last stream or if I did it on Zoom, but it annoys me so much how I don't know what colours these are until I draw with them. So basically I went through and they're kind of coming apart. I need to glue them properly. But I did like a strip of paper for each pen, and I did it with water so I could see what the colours are. And I also did the same for my ink tents, which didn't really need to be done because they're kind of, that you can kind of see them a bit better. But ones like these, like they're very, sorry, it's the lighting. I don't know if the lighting's bad. They're similar in colour, so you can't really tell. And I had them downstairs because I was doing this while I was watching TV the other night. And I just started to like use them to draw with, which I've never really done before. So I basically used all just graphite tint for these two, plus a few select oil pastels. And then for this one, I did the same. So like this boy here, and then I redrew him here. And for these ones, I used just ink tents. And then I also did this one here, which I haven't finished yet. It's on the last page with ink tents. So I thought we could do one together, and you guys can choose. Do you guys want something colourful with ink tents, or something moody with graphite tint, or shall we use both? I don't know. Let me pop the music back on while you guys are thinking about that. Okay. So yeah, let's go on. I like the idea of chronological diary style, particularly swatches, colour palette, etc. I think that would be fun too. Ink tents, or the graphite tint. Okay, how about we do ink tents and we'll do a little bit of graphite tint if we need something darker. And I have been using just one paintbrush. Let me just pop all of my markers back because I don't have everything on the page, everything on the desk. I vote for ink tents, they look so vibrant. Okay, no worries, you guys. Ink tents looks like the ones to go. They're nice. They're very, very, very bright. Look how bright they are. And it actually turns out I don't have a lot of variety of colours. I have a lot of greys and a few blues, but I don't know. I feel like I'm missing some colours. So I'm not going to buy any, obviously, because I'm on a no buy. But that doesn't mean I can't put them on the list for next year or for Christmas. I just brought ink tents pencils today. Very cool. What ones did you buy? What colours? Right. What am I doing? Oh yes, this is the paintbrush I've been using, which is very different from me because it's very small, but I've been finding it gets like kind of fun texture. So first of all, we need to think of something to draw, okay? And then I'm going to draw it here, and then we're going to draw it from here to here, okay? And that's what we're going to do. So what should we draw, guys? This is the boy I was drawing before. You can kind of see him here. I've been really enjoying drawing children, so I was thinking maybe a child. I just think that the proportions are really nice, and you can kind of exaggerate them. Oh, there is another one that I was drawing. I won't show it to you though because I haven't finished it yet and it's a secret. But if I go to this kid, if I go to my Pinterest homepage, you can kind of see what I've been looking at recently. It's like kids, Minecraft, always Minecraft, cat, cabbage lady. So yeah, ink tents autocorrect. I bought the 12 pack of basic colours. Don't worry, I know what you meant. Ink tents isn't a word, but we know what it means. So yeah, if I just like click on this kid, for example, it should take me to more children. That's how Pinterest works. But I kind of want a kid doing something. Like I really loved when they were crouching down or playing with a dog, or like this girl here's got her lemons, obviously. So maybe this kid here with her little ducky, that's kind of cute. Or maybe like this. Oh, I was gonna draw this kid earlier actually. He's doing some gardening. So, or this girl's picking tomatoes. Or no, let's do this one. Okay, I found one. Little girl doing some gardening. Okay, let's do this one. So what I basically have been doing is I would just do like a really faint outline in like a color that isn't too crazy. Like maybe this, another one. Maybe this kind of pinky color. I'm just gonna make the light go up a bit more. That's down, April. Okay, that's a bit brighter. Okay, I don't know if I can zoom in onto this girl. There's a little, no, that's explore. I don't want to do that. I don't know what I've done now. View larger. I don't know if I can make the page bigger though. Zoom. Can't zoom in. Zoom in, zoom. No. Okay, that's fine. We'll just keep it this big. Okay. And then it's fine because when I draw this girl, we'll draw her again. So I'm gonna basically I've just tried, like, I'm not gonna try and draw completely what she looks like, because you guys know that I'm not like about that life, about that realistic life, but just kind of keep it a little bit like not as stylized. I want to draw it like really stylized after this, so I'm trying to just keep the proportions and everything. And so like so you can kind of see she's leaning a little bit like this, like her head's like over, and then her body kind of like, it goes like this. I'm not really a teacher person, but this is just my thoughts. And then I think her skirt, like, it kind of gets stuck behind the thing, but kind of like this. And then the legs and stuff, I'm not going to copy the legs. And also I've drawn her way too low on the page, but that's fine. Everything we do in here that looks bad, it just makes the one where we do it, where we copy again, look better. That's a trick you guys can use, and I'll give that to you guys for free. So this whole live stream's free. You're getting this all for free, guys. Alright, so she got her watering can. Sometimes I won't even sketch, like for this one here, I didn't sketch it out. Where is it? This one here, I didn't sketch her out. I just drew, which is why she's a little bit kind of leaning backwards. She looks like she's gonna fall over. Let's just put this here like this. Hi, I'm so late. What did I miss? Denali, you missed quite a bit, but we'll do a little catch up after, so you can see. But basically, you missed the warm-ups. That's what you missed. I'm just gonna move her up a little bit. So I'm just gonna go in now with just some color, and we'll just move her up as we go. Now, the one thing I have found, which is really bad, I don't have any like proper really skin tones in these. I just have like this really bright yellow mustard color, and then like a pink and a white, and I've been kind of like mixing them together, but honestly, they don't look natural. I mean, this kid here, yeah, I did him like, he's like bright fluorescent pink there. Yeah, Tenali, now we're just drawing this kid here, and we're gonna draw her mowing the lawn. But like not mowing the lawn, because that's not what she's doing. She's watering the garden. And that's basically it. And then we're gonna draw her again, so it'll be fun. So yeah, this is like really rough. You guys can probably tell that. And another thing I was thinking of doing, because I actually really love the texture of the pencils just on their own, so I thought it could be kind of fun to just do like some pencil drawings after I do this. But you'll see that the colors I have aren't amazing. Like I have this blue, and then I have this blue, which is a bit darker. And I have another blue, but it basically is the same as this one. I don't know where it is. Maybe it's downstairs. I thought I brought them all up, but I guess not. One good thing is this yellow has been very good for doing welly boots. So if anyone's, let me know if you're gonna follow along with this girl. I know that drawing people isn't everyone's cup of tea, and probably drawing children isn't everyone's, and it wasn't mine for a long time. I didn't like drawing people, and I definitely didn't like drawing children. But I don't know, something's just changed the last couple of years where I've just really enjoyed drawing people. So sometimes I still go through periods where I'll just draw birds or animals or houses for ages, but I don't know, drawing people is just really fun. I've come to appreciate them a lot more. I'm probably rushing this a little bit more than I would normally, but it's okay. I actually really like just kind of get into the one where I draw from the reference. And I could just draw this one. I could just draw this girl as exaggerated. But there's something I really like about the separation. Hello, hello. Shoi. What a fun name to pronounce and get probably terribly, horribly wrong. Alright, so we've drawn kind of like the rough pass, because we'll go over this again, so don't worry, we'll go over it with more pencil and stuff. This just kind of gets the base down. I love drawing wonky people with limbs that look like they're made of rubber, like really wobbly, like, yeah, rubber hose. In animation, there's a style called rubber hose animation, which basically is like that, like all of the arms are kind of like, the arms and the legs are like noodles. I really like that style. Just Joy. I feel like, have we had this conversation before? I feel like I've tried to pronounce your name before and we had a similar conversation. I'm gonna go around her with green so it looks like she's in the forest. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I mean, I tend to have the same conversations again and again and again anyway, so I'm used to it, you know? I'm just like mixing the colours up a little bit here and there. And they're all kind of go into each other when we start using the paintbrush. So is that really how you spell your name? Swiss German. It's very, a lot of extra letters in there. Don't worry about it, should have picked something more international. I mean, look, no one can pronounce my name either. Not April, that's pretty easy. But Monkey Mintaka, no one knows what that is. It's too late to change it now, you know? I did think a couple of years ago, should I change my name to something like more in like April Howlett Art? April Howlett Illustration. But I thought, no, let's just be weird. It's fine. I mean, like a Fairy Little Peach can do it. Monkey Mintaka surely has a chance. I'm actually called Joy, but that's already taken, I bet that's a really popular name, actually. Like Sarah. I bet Sarah is so hard getting, like, imagine Sarah Jones. Like, she would not be able to get any of her names anywhere. I was lucky enough that by the time I had a website, like, I have my own website. I own aprilhowlett.com. And I use it for, it's not open now, but I use it when I'm like looking for a new job. So the last time I used it was when I was looking for a job years ago, like 5-6 years ago now. And I'm gonna keep it obviously because it's my name, and having like your website as in your name as a website is so, it's like almost impossible these days because there's just so many websites out there. But yeah, just imagine like Sarah Brown or I don't know, like people that have really common names. They're stuck with emails that are like Sarah Brown 1246 1996, you know? Honestly, first world problems, am I right? Okay, so let's just double check that we're not using my drink water. This is not my drink water. This is my drink water. My name is Sarah, but I go by Denali to make it more unique. It is unique. And I always worry that I pronounce it wrong. Is it Denali, or is it you put the emphasis on the R? Denali? Or is it Denali? Denali? Denali. It just sounds weird if you keep saying it. It's like fork, you know? Try saying that word like 20 times in a row. Alright, so now comes the tedious or relaxing part, where we just kind of make everything watery. And I'm trying not to use too much water so that it's going to be fast to dry, and also it kind of gives it a really nice texture if it's not too wet. So I like dab it on here first so that it's not too wet when I go in. How you usually say it is correct. Denali. Denali. No, I don't know how I usually say it, but I'll go with that, I guess. See, I've made her skin like so, look at this. It's neon green. Her arm is Simpsons. Her arm is the Simpsons, which obviously is not correct. And then her face is, I don't know what her face is. Her face actually still looks a little bit on the yellow side, but it's fine. This is kind of just like the base. So I'll go over it. Actually, what I was doing with the other ones is going over the face with like a white pastel and just kind of pushing it back a little bit. You still see the color through it, but it just like lightens it. What gram is your sketchbook? What gram? What gram is my sketchbook? Do you mean like the pages? How thin the pages are? I would love to tell you, honestly. I have no idea. This is Odd Orange sketchbook, and it's one of her thin pages. Her thinner sketchbook. So I think it's like 180 GSM. It's very thin. You can see my notes coming through on the other page. It's really nice, really lovely and smooth. It's nice for like sketching, but to do a lot of wet media is not the best because it goes wrinkly, which is also another reason I'm keeping the paint the water content quite low. But yeah, it's a really nice sketchbook. Odd Orange makes really, a lot of you probably know her, Morgan from Odd Orange. She makes really lovely sketchbooks, and her other ones are a lot thicker than this. They're also more expensive because they're thicker. But yeah, her sketchbooks are lovely. She makes them all by hand. I still have like 4 of them that I haven't used up yet, so I gotta get into that. But you can hear my voice going. It's only 8:18. I don't know if we're going to finish this all. I wanted to do this in an hour, but I forgot how long it takes to do everything. They look so beautiful. I want one day. Yeah, you should try and get one. Maybe, like, I know they're quite pricey, and sometimes people are worried about, you know, a beautiful, like, I mean, that's the reason I have 4 left, is because you have a beautiful sketchbook. You spend, you know, a bit of money on it, more than you would for just a cheap sketchbook that you would get in, like, WH Smith's. And you don't want to draw on it because you don't want to ruin it. And I get that, because that's why I have 4 that I still haven't opened yet. But they are really nice, and also sometimes she has sales, and she has second sales too. So like maybe if one of the covers is like a little bit scratched or dented or something, she'll have like a second sale. And also, if you go on my Instagram, I have a code for 10% off. So you can get 10% off too. For her sketchbooks, so treat yourself. But yeah, they're really nice. I really like them. Almost finished, guys, and then while we wait for this to dry, I think I'll actually maybe even start like doing the second one. I don't know, maybe we'll just keep with this one first. I'll watch out for that. Okay, cool. I think she's doing a new one soon. Not a new one, she's doing a restock of her marble one, which is this one here. Like, this is the marbly one. Can you guys see okay? I don't know, it always looks like blurry to me. I don't know if that's just my computer, or maybe I just need to go back to the eye doctor. This is still a little bit wet, so I might have to hair dry it. Should I go do that now? I'll do it now. I'm back. That didn't take long, did it? It was pretty dry. I just wanted to... I mean, these you can go through wet media, but I've been enjoying the dry texture of them as well. Okay, so this is like super, super bright, guys. But maybe we can bring in some of the ink, the graphitin, to kind of tone it down a bit. What do you guys think? We can give it a go. It's like in the background. Maybe we'll just kind of do some like random shapes and just do a little bit of like negative space. And let's like tone it down a bit. The only, should I zoom in a bit? Can you guys see that? Okay. The only problem with, I don't know if it's blurry. Is it blurry? You guys can see it, okay, right? The only problem with the graphitin is because it's graphite, so it is a little bit shiny. And I'll see if I can kind of demonstrate it for you a little bit. When it's very, you have quite a lot there. You can see, if I do this, like kind of catches the light there. So yeah, that's kind of a problem. But also if I take some water, it makes such a nice texture. So yeah, you're just gonna kind of like see what you like and just play with it, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing. That is the name of my autobiography. I don't know what I'm doing, by April Howlett. Let's try and give her a little bit of some shape, because right now she's a bit shapeless. So I'm gonna sharpen some pencils, because these are all very blunt right now. Just some pencils that I think I'm gonna be using. Maybe the pink one. And not that one. It's like we gotta get our tools ready. And then also what I've been doing is using some pastels as well. So if I just get this little red, this red one, like I don't know why, but I just love a red nose, like very Santa Claus. And this is cheating a bit. I'm just gonna bring this pencil in and kind of smush it a little bit like this. It's kind of fun, like smushing it. And then I always find it nice to do the eyes, because it kind of grounds them a little bit. The eyes are gonna be, I wasn't going for tiny eyes, but I guess the eyes are tiny now. That's fine. And also it looks like she's gonna have ginger hair, because I don't have another color. Like, this is what I was saying about the ink tints. I don't know if I'm just missing some colors or if I'm just not using my colors right. But it seems like I just have ginger hair or yellow hair or brown hair, which they're all great. Like that's all like really nice hair colors. But I don't know what hair color I'm missing. Maybe like a pale yellow, like a pale blonde. Maybe a blue. I also don't know what I'm doing with her hair either, because I kind of like go between doing like really cartoony hair and then trying to do textured hair. So I think that looks okay though. Like that's fine. And obviously we need pink cheeks. It fits her dress. It fits her dress, so whatever. What if her ginger hair fits her dress? I like it. I like it. I like ginger hair. When I was younger, I really wanted to be ginger. The pastel I think works a little bit better with when I was just using the graphic tint, because the graphic tint's so desaturated that the pastel really pops on it. But it doesn't really seem to work as well on the Inktense. But what I can do is I've actually lost my white pastel. This one is kind of like a very slight cream color, and I'm just gonna rub it over the arms so they get rid of like the toxic yellow color. Looks like she's been in a nuclear accident. I don't know, like something's definitely happened to her. And I'll do it a little bit on her face. Her face is actually okay. It's not too bad. Yeah. I mean, we could do different skin tones too. I'm really not versed very well in like realistic skin pigments. I mean, look at my nose. Look at the nose on her. Like, I don't really do realism very well. It's something maybe I would like to try. Or even like I don't know, cartoony, just to have like a bit more diversity. But right now I'm just struggling to draw the human form, so I'll continue to do this and I'll work on everything else later, I think. Right, so the hand, I don't know if you've noticed, but the hand is here, but the handle's here, so that's a bit of an issue. So she is going to have to do a little bit of kind of like some kind of contortion effect there, which I think is fine. And actually, if you look at her hand, it is kind of like bent a little bit. So basically, you know, we've done it. There we go. With the, don't have to do too much detail. Just like a little bit of detail. I don't know why one of her legs is so much longer than the other. It's not for me to know. I just draw it. I don't know, you know, why I do these things. I'm just looking for the blue. There it was. It's hidden this whole time. So I thought we'll just draw a little bit more blue to kind of shape some of these things like this. And then I'm going to go with pastel for the white bits, I think. She's adorable. Thanks, Julie. I always like the ones that are a little bit more stylized more. So I'll try and stylize it in a second. And I also have this blue pastel, which might be nice just for a little bit of texture. Kind of like here. Different texture than the paint. And then maybe we can take, this is actually a grey, but maybe we can take a grey for like some of the detail. And I'll just like, I won't do all the dots, just kind of a few so it's not overwhelming. And I think what we need to do actually is figure out what's happening with the neck, because the neck is kind of like hidden, and it is hidden in the photo too, but it looks like a little bit weird. So I'm just gonna kind of do this, and then has more of a neckline. It's very, I mean, you can't really tell it's a neck, but you gotta use your imagination for this one. She's cute. I'm glad you guys like her. She's looking a little bit awkward in my mind, but I think we can pull it off. I'm just gonna put some more detail in, I think. So this jug, I don't want it to get lost because there's quite a lot going on, so I'm gonna do it in black. Like this. And try and get the spout coming out like this. And then obviously we need a flower, but I just realized we also need to give her little elbows, kind of like little pink elbows like that, and we'll just rub it in a little bit. And what else? Maybe, where's that grey gone? Maybe there's grey on the watering can. And then we just need some flowers. So I'm going to do pink flowers because I think they'll pop against the yes, they are a bit strange. The only thing we can't really do, it's going to be a bit difficult, is the water, which I didn't really think about. I've got like this Neo art, which sometimes works well. I don't know if it's gonna, it won't go over the pastel. Is that kind of like enough to show that it's water in? I don't know. It's fine though. It's fine. So she looks a little bit like hunchback, kind of. Like she doesn't really give him the right pose that she's bending over. She kind of just looks like this, like hunchback. So when we draw on this side, I'm gonna give her more like a bend. So her head's kind of gonna push out more, and then her back's gonna kind of like round a little bit more. I mean, I just didn't draw this very well to the reference. So, but rather than blame myself, I'm just gonna kind of like, I'm gonna put the blame on the poor child, you know. That's just the kind of human I am. Let's just darken the background a little bit, because right now she's not really popping very well. So I think it might be cool. Maybe we can put in some like trees in the background as well, some tree trunks to give it a little bit more kind of variety. Mine looks human, so that's a success. Yeah, I mean, looking human when you're drawing a human is always a bonus for me. But drawing people is really hard. That's probably actually the reason why I didn't draw them for so long. It's not, I say it's because I didn't really like drawing people, but when I first started drawing, like, people is all I really wanted to draw. And I think that's so natural to just want to draw humans, because we are human. And I didn't do it for a long time, and I think probably part of that reason was because they were so intimidating to draw, and I had to go through like a lot of, I basically get comfortable with what materials I like to use, what's, you know, kind of style, I guess. I think style's always evolving though, so I mean, I think we all have a style, but I always think it's changing, so I don't think that's an excuse. Like, wait for your style is not really an excuse to try new things. But yeah, I went through like a whole bunch of stuff, and then just kind of came to people naturally. So if like you don't want to draw people, I don't think you even need to worry about it. Just like do what you want. I love that you're blaming the child. always gotta blame the child, you know. I always think, like, what would Roald Dahl do? Like in one of his books, children were always getting into hairy situations, and people love those books. Okay, I think that's a bit better. We kind of toned it down a little bit and made her pop out a little bit. I got some more pastel here. I love adding pastel to things now. I've really enjoyed using it. I'm looking for a grey, I guess. I want to go back through and redo the trees here where they've been lost a bit with the pastel. And then I think we're almost ready to move on to the other side. So this isn't perfect. Like, I don't think this is a very good, this is definitely like a warm-up sketch or a trial sketch, you know. So I mean, we're gonna make the masterpiece now, so get ready, hold on to your hats, guys, because it's gonna happen. But yeah, that was the little sketch. What do you guys think? Just a little sketch, right? Okay, now I'm gonna try and stylize it. So if you guys just joined, oh, sorry, I'm very thirsty. I'll leave you on a bit of a cliffhanger. If you guys joined, what I'm trying to do is I did this thing just this week actually, where I was like drawing kids, just a couple of kids, this one, and then I would draw it on the other side, kind of like try and stylize it. And this one here is probably my fave, where I did this one first and then I tried to stylize it. So that is what we're doing with this girl. So now I've drawn her kind of like this. What I'm going to try and do now is like exaggerate it a little bit. So I'm going to use basically exactly the same technique, if you can call it that, what I was doing, but try and like exaggerate it a little bit. So I'm going to mainly look at this girl. I do have the reference up on the screen though, and just kind of like think what she would do. And also you can make the head like bigger because she's a kid, right? So you can change her. And then, so in the thing, her body kind of like goes like this. So we can kind of exaggerate it a little bit like this. So her little shoulder would be here, like this. And then maybe this one here is like down and it could come, I don't know. I don't really know. But basically like try and exaggerate things. So like her dress maybe is coming out more, or her legs are like, because I'm trying to think of her body. And so if her head is here and then her spine is like this, then her legs would kind of like be more on this side rather than over here, because that would like not make her very balanced. So yeah, and then also in the reference, which I didn't do in this one, her legs are like bent, which I actually quite like. So imagine if her bum was here and then her legs came out like this a little bit. So she's kind of like bending down, and I didn't do that in this one, which I really should have. So we can do that. We can basically kind of like mix and match the reference with this thing, but we can make her boots like a lot bigger maybe, or make her legs like chunkier. And then another thing is you can like maybe change her feet. So maybe her feet are like, she's kind of like a little bit awkward. She doesn't really know how to water plants. It looks like she's about to fall over here though. So maybe we don't want to do that. Maybe we want one leg out like this. It looks broken. Her poor leg looks broken. Yeah, it's kind of like trial and error, I guess. But this is what I'm thinking. So the only problem is it's going to be a little bit tricky because I've done everything pink now. But I think that's fine. And then this is going to be the handle. And this is going to be the watering can. Yeah, it like kind of looks a little bit awkward. I wouldn't normally do as many draws as this, drawovers. I think it's because I'm a bit nervous because you guys are watching me. I'm gonna blame it on you guys, you know it. Alright, so let's just color it in and we'll see how we go. Let's see if we've stylized this or if we've made it look like really weird. Also, another thing is her sleeves are like really puffy. So maybe we can make like really puffy sleeves like this. One day I'm hoping that my masterpiece is as good as your trial runs. Thanks, that's really kind to say. I think it's just subjective, you know, like I've been drawing for ages but I look at a lot of my work and I think, oh, that's, you know, it's not very good, or it could have been better, or I'm sure a lot of people do that, look at their work and think it's not as good. But also I look at a lot of my work and I really like it. I think when I'm doing something like this, and especially when I'm doing something on stream, it's quite difficult for me to really enjoy something because I feel like I'm kind of under, like, not pressure, but I'm, you know, like being watched and stuff. So I think it's just natural to kind of feel a little bit overcritical of anything that I'm doing. I do think her skirt's a little bit too short. I'm just going to rough it out again like what we did, and then I'll just go back in and fix it up with anything I need to do. Yeah, I don't know why her skirt is going down at a diagonal there, but I don't know anything about fashion, so I've also drawn her way too low again, which I keep doing. I actually don't like her foot like that. I'm gonna make her foot go straight. That just looked a bit weird. And I think maybe we'll give her blonde hair and we'll give her like a little fringe. I just really love drawing fringes. And I really want to give her space buns. Because I love space buns. Have you guys ever worn space buns in your hair? I did it a couple of times. Just like at home. I would never go out in public, but sometimes I put my hair up in silly styles at home by myself. Those wooden artist puppets are great help. You can pick a small one up in Asda for a couple of pounds. Yeah, I have one behind me actually on my shelf. I don't know if you can see him if I point up a little bit. He's right. If I point to him, he's right there. He's dancing right now. Sometimes he holds things. I never use him though. Loving the little girl. Me and my 9-year-old is joining in, but more Quentin Blake. Ah, Quentin Blake's great though. Speaking of Roald Dahl. I'm going to go like super light with the face because I think of all these sketchy lines is going to be enough to kind of get some colour going. And we'll do grey for the watering can. So I think with these things, if you go really dark, you'll get like a lot. Like if we put this really dark, we'll get heaps and heaps here. But I've been trying to go kind of light and build up the colours. Because I think you can probably go a little bit overboard with these because they're just so vibrant. I'm also not a fan of I think the skirt should be like, it's too short. I've done her way too low on the ground, but it's fine. Let's just do the background again. We'll do it real fast, like what we did with the other ones. We'll just kind of. This may be one of the times where I like the original sketch more than I like the sketch that I've tried to stylize. I always say space buns on Animal Crossing. Yeah, if I ever play a character in a game, I normally always try and do space buns if I can. I haven't played Animal Crossing for ages. I was just looking the other day because you know the Switch 2's coming out, so I was looking online to see when the new Animal Crossing game, like when they're planning to release the new Animal Crossing game, and I think they said something like 2027, which is so far away. So maybe I'll get a Switch 2 when the new Animal Crossing comes out, because there's no point getting it now. I hardly ever play Switch anymore. The only times I ever play Switch now is probably to play Stardew Valley, like to get back, if I was getting back into Stardew Valley, which I did for a little bit. I said, this is my Stardew Valley world, I'm not gonna quit this time, but I always end up starting a new farm. I just really love starting new farms. And then me and Martin started a new game together, and we did like a joint farm, and if everyone's ever played Stardew Valley, I'm sure a lot of people here have, but I never did this before, but I did the Jojo Mart route, and I immediately regretted my actions. It was so boring. You don't even have to do anything. You just get like, there's no work involved on the Jojo Mart route. Okay, I'm just finishing up the sky. We're gonna fix this. Like, I know that's just a lot of crazy colors, but we'll make it. It'll look better by the end, I promise. I'm looking forward to the Shire. The Shire. Oh, that's been coming out for ages, hasn't it? That's the cooking. It's like a cooking game from Lord of the Rings, like a Lord of the Rings cooking game, right? Hi, oh, I almost missed it. Hi, you are cutting it close, but we're still here. I'll probably be here for another, I reckon, half an hour, 40 minutes, maybe half an hour. See how quick I can finish this. But yeah, you've missed a lot, but don't worry. If you want to catch the if you want to like watch the rest, it will be up after this. So it goes up basically immediately after, I think. But yeah, we're just basically, I'm just trying to finish my sketchbook, which I've almost finished. This is like the last page, and we did the rest of the sketchbook just, you know, in the first hour, and now I'm just finishing this one, taking a bit of time. And I'm practicing doing like stylization, which is turning out harder than I expected, where basically I draw like from a reference, and then I'm trying to draw from the drawing, or stylize the drawing based on the reference. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, and I don't know how well I'm doing, but at least we're having fun chatting. And we're talking about Switch right now. So if anyone else has any Switch recommendations for games, I've played quite a few, but right now Martin and I are playing a game called, I think I spoke about this last time as well. We're playing a game called Enshrouded, which we've been playing for about maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks now, and it's really good. It's like kind of annoying because I just want to play it instead of doing other stuff, which is why all of my things are taking more time. Like, I haven't done my shop update yet, I don't have any YouTube videos out, blah blah blah. It's just basically because I've been playing this game with Martin. Sometimes you just need to play a game for a while, you know? I'm so happy we're hit by tornadoes 2 weeks ago. My internet is spotty. Okay, so you're happy that your internet is still good? Trace Memory Remastered came out for Switch. I have it for DS and love it game. I haven't heard of that one. Trace Memory, what's that one about? I'm just basically trying to get rid of the sketchy lines around her face, but at least her face isn't radioactive yellow right now, you know? Success. The only problem is, guys, I kind of did her skirt like way too long here, so I have all of this blue on her leg, but I'm thinking I can just, maybe we can use like a little bit more water here, and then if we dab it, yeah, it comes off, see? Not too bad. I still think her skirt is a little bit too short, but I did draw her way too low on the page. I have that problem, I always start off low on the page. It has puzzles in it, but the story's really good too. I haven't heard of that. I might have to look into it next time I'm on the Switch. Alright, now we're going to come up to the bit where we practice, we kind of experimented. So this is just using a little bit of the colour, and then this is using a lot of the colour. So it is like a lot darker, it's a lot nicer really. Okay, so pretty much done. Oh, no, we haven't done the boots. Oh, and we haven't done the hair either. I've got to do the space buns. She has very yellow hair. Goldilocks. Okay, I'm gonna go and just quickly dry this off. Alright, I'm back. Little Guardsman is great, and thank goodness you're here. Thank goodness you're here. Yes, I have been wanting to try that. Actually, that one looks really funny. My dog is demanding to go out. No worries. I'm glad you had fun. Alright, cool. So let's see if we can bust through this now, because you guys know me, at about 9 o'clock I tend to start losing the plot. So we're going to do her little nose here, just kind of like exactly what we did before, but just I'm going to try and like push everything this time. So I'm going to actually go through with the pastel this time before I do the eyes, just to kind of like tone down the red. The red is just so, it's just a lot. Right, and pink cheeks. Here's the pink. I do love doing a big old cheek. I'm gonna get it on the elbows too. See, this arm here looks so awkward. It looks like it's bent in 3 places. Alright. And now the eyes. So I did kind of mess up the eyes in this one. I did them way too small. So on this one I want to make them a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna sharpen my tiny pencil. Christian's going, bye Christian. Have to go, see you next time. Okay, make her eyes a little bit bigger. And she's gonna be looking like here, so I can kind of put them like this maybe. That's kind of like she's looking here, right? Kinda? Not really. Her eyes are like so cross-eyed. All right, it's not a problem. It's not a problem, little girl. Maybe she just needs some glasses. Maybe we should give her some glasses too. And I kind of want to give her eyelashes. I don't know why. I just do. I don't normally give people eyelashes, but I feel like it. And then maybe like a bigger smile. Yeah, that's cute. Right. Then we'll just do her little under neck line here. And her little ear. Like that. Yeah. Okay. And I think that's fine. Let's do the ear actually in black. She needs eyebrows, guys. I think brown eyebrows. I think she needs glasses. What do you guys think? And maybe some freckles. Oh, there we go. Oh, a lot cuter already. And let's give her a red hair band to go with her red nose. I've dropped a pencil on the floor. I'm sure it wasn't an important one. I think I needed that one. But it's fine, I'll just choose. These colours will kind of look the same after a while. What I want to do after watching you is paint. You're so inspiring. I'm so happy to hear that. I hope that you are going to paint. Alright, so with the space bun, I'm just going to kind of like do some crazy hair like this. And then... So this one was like a lot more cartoony than this one. I give fruit eyelashes. That's funny. Yeah, sometimes I do give eyelashes, sometimes not. I actually really love the under eye eyelashes a lot as well. So I'm just thinking, and I know it's a little bit of a struggle for me, so give me a little bit of time to form a coherent sentence. I was just thinking it might be nice if she has like some wispy bits of hair like this. So she isn't so like perfect, because I don't know, that seems like a little bit perfect to me. Okay, so it's a little bit better. It's kind of hard to draw because I've done all that pastel on her face now. That's fine. Her eye, I don't like her ear either. Sorry, little girl, I don't like your ear. Something about the red outlines kind of disturbing to me. I love the little pink elbows. I love that too. I love doing little pink elbows and knees. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do with this one is I'm actually not going to do any lines. I'm just going to leave it up to people's imagination, and hopefully they will make a more correct, they'll make a more correct like shape, because that shape is all wrong. Like, if I'm not a doctor, but like if someone came to me with that shape arm, I would know that they had an issue. And I would tell them quickly to get to the emergency room. So I'm not going to put any more detail in, just in case. Just in case. But this, at least this hand here isn't broken, you know? Like, it's kind of in the right spot almost. Right, let's do this thingy. I forgot the name of it. That's what I'm doing too, the pink elbows and knees. Yeah, I think it's quite common, quite a common little thing to do. And I think it's a really nice thing as well. I think it's one of those drawing details that doesn't really matter if lots of people do it, because it's kind of correct, because that is where the blood goes, I think. That's why, or is that where the skin is the thinnest? So you can kind of see the red through it, like the knuckles, the elbows, the knees. So like it is literally accurate. It's not like by doing that you're copying anyone, because people have been drawn like that for years. Right, I'm gonna do the handle. Now the handle is drawn a little bit wrong here, but look, this is art and we can do whatever we want. So we'll just kind of make it up, which is fine. Like that. And then I'm gonna do this first so I don't get any like pastel anywhere. And I also really loved how this is like see-through. So I'm gonna keep it see-through like that. I think that's kind of fun. It's like a very cartoony version of a watering can. And then I'll come in with my grey and do the lines here. I think that was kind of fun. Like that. You are so funny. I'm glad to hear that. I'm basically just here, like I said, to work on my stand-up routine, because art really is just kind of like a hobby, and my real passion is comedy. So this was just like a really long, slow, like I was playing the long game doing this art stuff just to kind of segue at a later date into comedy. Now I do have to get over my debilitating stage fright first. I'm working on that though. So one day I am enjoying this more now than I was. I think when you start adding details, you can really, like, things really come together. Before you add the details and it's just kind of a blob, it could go either way. I'm just gonna add a little bit of shadow, like under her arm. Nothing too crazy. And under her head. Alright, and I think we're almost ready for some detail on her. So I'll do the lines across again, because I like doing that. And maybe I'll do like I'll do 2 lines on her arms as well. And then do some dots. I like doing the dots, they're fun. So it's kind of similar, like I haven't really changed a lot. I'm basically using all the same stuff I was doing. But like, what do you guys think so far? This, if I was gonna draw this, I would have drawn it again. I probably would have erased it because I think I did it too far down, and the pose isn't exactly how I wanted. I wanted it to be like more round, I think I started drawing her way too big though, and then I just couldn't fix it, and I just kind of like, I just tried to keep going and hope it would work, and I think it's going to turn out okay, just not how I wanted it. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think so far, do you like just the straight up version better, like kind of more? I'm kind of leaning more towards this one actually. This kind of, to me, it feels a little bit too cartoony, but yeah, let me know what you think. It'd be interesting to hear. And I'm just gonna continue to like carve in around all the stuff to kind of give it a little bit more shape, rather than like draw lines around things. That's right, when I'm drawing, sometimes I forget what I'm saying midway. I did like putting the really dark, the dark thing on here actually. To help it out a little bit more. And we can even give it some little lines, maybe little texture lines like that. I have to watch and paint along your old live streams. I'm almost done with my current sketchbook. I'm getting to the point where I want to start a fresh one. Very nice. Starting a fresh sketchbook is always a lovely feeling, isn't it? I do this thing where I start a sketchbook and then I start another one and I start another one. So I have like 4 on the go at once or something. And then somehow I'll finish them all within the same week. So that's what's happening to me right now. This is the last page in this one. Oh, the A4 one that we were drawing on a second ago, I probably got about 4 or 5 spreads. And then I have one to the side of me, which has, I'm on the last page on that one too. So within like this week, if I keep drawing, I'm gonna finish 3 sketchbooks this week, which is fine because I have a whole basket of sketchbooks down here, which are like halfway through. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff to do. Shall we do some trees as well? Because I did quite like doing the trees. We'll make them a little bit chunkier, I think, this time. Not so spindly. And then, guys, while we're here, while I have you, what are we thinking for next month? Do we have any topics or any themes or any subjects that you guys would like to see in a live stream? Because I gotta write my June live stream schedule. So I think I definitely want to do the one where I do the memory. I think that'd be really fun. So if you guys went at the start, if you joined a bit later, I spoke about doing like this, like a memory one where like you guys would say a fox and I would have to draw a fox from memory, and then we would look at the reference and see how close I got. I think that would be really fun. So we can do that. But apart from that, I'm like, you know, I'm open to any and all ideas. I admire artists who can work in multiple sketchbooks at once. I can't seem to do that. I've tried and it just doesn't work for me. I honestly don't think it matters. You just work how you feel the most comfortable. A lot of people don't work in multiple sketchbooks. And just, you know, have one. Just actually, I would prefer just to work in one sketchbook. But just over the years, I don't know, gravitated towards having special things for like, this is my outdoor sketchbook, and this is my this sketchbook, and this is my whatever. So, I mean, I probably would get through the same amount of sketchbooks, you know. I wouldn't get through, it's not like I get through sketchbooks any faster. I just work on more at once, so I still get the same amount done. Alright, I think we're almost there. I want to do, like, she has this pattern on her dress, kind of like these stripes here, which I thought was quite fun. Yeah. I think they're both cute, but this sketchbook, sorry, I don't know why I can't read that. I think they're both cute. Has this sketchbook been people? This sketchbook's been like so much stuff. I have so many pages right now, like in between, that I've been using. But the sketchbook has been so many different things. I'm going to do a sketchbook tour probably this week because I'm still like working on my other videos. So this sketchbook I'll have up on YouTube probably this week as a sketchbook tour. So you guys can check that out if you want. But yeah, this sketchbook's been like a lot of things. People, live session, drawing sessions, landscapes. I did some soft pastel stuff. Yeah, just a lot of, so when I do my sketchbooks, normally I have I have a sketchbook for just outside, my outside sketchbook. And then normally, sometimes I have a sketchbook for sessions, so like drawing sessions. And then I have like a sketchbook for just anything. Like I call it like a working sketchbook, so it could just be like literally anything I'm working on. But this month I've just kind of like merged all my sketchbooks together. But the thing is, I really like working big, and sometimes I don't know, it's kind of hard. I don't know what I'm talking about. I did tell you guys after 9 o'clock I lose my mind. So I did warn you that this was going to happen. That I basically don't talk any sense after 9. I can't even put a coherent sentence together. I don't know why. There's like a switch that goes off in my brain that is like, oh, it's like you can go to sleep now, April. We don't need you anymore. My brain just like turns off. I forgot what I was saying. Pollinators. Emily, you just come in hot talking about pollinators. Oh, sorry. I asked you guys for ideas and you're telling me ideas. And then I'm looking at you like you're crazy. I always do that. I forget what I asked. Okay, so we have pollinators. I'm going to tell you something, Emily and Carol M. I really don't like drawing moths and butterflies. Please don't make me do it. Please. Maybe we can do it as a warm-up though. Okay. So, oh, I know. Do you know what I'll do? Okay, this is what I'll do, Emily, for you and Carol M. Where is my pen? Here we go. Look, I'm going to put butterfly on this list. And I'm going to put bee and moth. Those, I love drawing bees, but moths and butterflies, honestly, if I could think of like a worse thing to draw, it would take me a while. Right. And I'm popping them in here, okay? Everyone saw that. Everyone can witness. Animals and clothes. Love that idea. Because I do love drawing animals and clothes. Fireworks. Fireworks. I don't know if I could spend a whole session drawing a firework, but I'll pop it in the prompt list. And we can draw fireworks then, because I don't think I can do that for a whole hour. Animals going to work. That could be very similar to animals and clothes. Let's just give this girl some flowers to draw. I think I want to have white flowers this time, like daisies. The music's turned off, but it's fine. We've almost finished. Oh, boats. I do like drawing boats. I feel like didn't we just do one with boats? Or am I just imagining things? But yeah, boats could be fun. I do like drawing boats. I'm looking for my black, but maybe I'll just do it as, maybe I'll just do it as this colour. Why not? And then we just need some water coming out. So I think the water, if I can, I honestly don't know what colour to do the water. I was going to do it white. I don't think I've left myself much space. Yeah, ideally I would have her up the page and then we could have the water coming out. I think this is fine though. And I think, you know, I think I'm done, guys. I'm going to do some little, I don't know, red bits, I guess, in the background. Why not? And some little lines. I don't know why, just for grass. And some more lines for more things. Yeah, I just, when in doubt, just do some lines. And it really kind of brings everything together. So, I think we're finished, guys. before I ramble anymore. Let me just write down boats though on the list. I like that idea. So we have boats, dinosaurs doing human things. Oh, the seaside. The seaside. I do love to be beside the seaside. Seaside and boats could work. Like they could kind of go together. Map crunch. Map crunch could be a good one. Maybe. I'll write map crunch down. I used to do that a lot, but I kind of got out of it. Yeah, all right, cool. So those are some good ideas. Map. Yeah, I know Map. Yeah, I did Map Crunch. Also, Google. There's a feeling. I used to do this YouTube series on my YouTube channel, which you guys know about because you're on it right now. And I called it "I'm Feeling Lucky," and I used to press the button on Google Maps, the "I'm Feeling Lucky" button. I just kind of had a feeling I want to give this girl bags under her eyes. She has been up all night long and she is tired, but she's gardening anyway. Alright, let's zoom out so we can kind of see what we've done. Keep going, that's far enough. Okay, cool. So, we'll do like a little recap just in case some people came in late. So, we did some warm-ups to begin with. This terrified looking guinea pig. And then we did a bridge with a pink pony, post box, a happy sun, a pigeon, some scissors, and of course the best, a mouse playing a accordion. No, is this what it's called? An accordion? So that was fun. And then we practiced stylizing. So we did this girl first and then tried to stylize her a little bit more. I think I actually like this girl best. So yeah. But that's all, guys. So that's the stream. Hope that you enjoyed it and had fun. Everyone's still giving me ideas. Thank you. I'm gonna write some down after we leave and pop them into the prompter. And that's all. So have a lovely rest of your night, and I will see you guys around the internet. Okay, bye.